Welcome, welcome. We back. We back with another one. It's your boy Zebo 708. And let's talk about this new fragrance I just grabbed. I'm actually excited to bring this fragrance to y'all because it falls smack dead in the center of this season that we're in. This is one that you can put on right now and rock hard. I'm talking about you really can get to enjoy this fragrance in its entirety. It's definitely going to represent this season. So I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know what it is that I'm talking about, because you probably, already have an idea from the thumbnail. But this is a fragrance from Malul, and it's Sea and Zephyr. Beautiful box, like artwork. And they pretty much, a lot of their fragrances come in these boxes where it's like real artistic, very much colorful and designs and the graphics and the whole nine. They do their thing with the boxes. Simplicity of the box though, basic. A baby shoe box. Fragrance sit right inside. Got this little cushiony, foamy type thing. And the first thing that caught my eye about the fragrance was the bottle. Man, I'm loving that color. The color is it represents this fragrance to the fullest. Like your eye and your nose and your mind is all being played into, the fragrance. And then you got the type, the name of the fragrance, Sea and Zephyr, which Zephyr is fresh, soft, gentle breeze. You get my drift. That's where we're going with it. So it's definitely one of those like island, fresh, sea type of fragrances. It's definitely, that the way that almost like mist and breeze and air, if you're on a boat, how you get that little breeze, that little just the wind that come past, and it's so fresh and rejuvenating. You can wind up sitting up on the railing for 30, 40 minutes just staring out into the sea, like it's that, it paint that kind of picture. And that's what I got from it when I seen it. Now, before I go into anything else, I'm definitely gonna put the notes up here so that you will have a rundown on what's all inside that builds this fragrance and, shaping it to what it is to get that beautiful smell. Now, doing a little research on it, I found out that this fragrance is not a clone, it's not a dupe, nor is it inspired by. However, a lot of people say that it puts you in the mind of Louis Vuitton's On the Beach. I've never smelled, on the beach, but if it smells like this, man, that's love. That's love, because this fragrance it's a very beautiful fragrance, and it's not one of those try hard fragrances. It's not one of them fragrances where it's doing too much. You either gotta, manage and maintain how much you spray, or, you want to choke everybody out, so you overspray because, it's a beast. This is one of those fragrances where I don't believe you will have a problem with overspraying at all, because it sits on your skin. It's almost, this fragrance is so fresh and light and aromatic that it almost kind of have you feeling like this is how you naturally smell, like how your skin smell. It don't smell like a fragrance. It don't, like, you know how, you know when you put a fragrance on that you got a fragrance on. This fragrance is light, it's fresh, it definitely, projects, but it projects a soft, subtle, fresh, beautiful fragrance. Like it does. Man, if it's one of them fragrances that I know I'm gonna reach for a lot, and even around people that may have more dense fragrances on, it's gonna always cut underneath it and have that, damn, who got that on? Or, after smelling all these other different fragrances, this is one of those fragrances that's gonna be like, damn, that's refreshing. And that is a rarity. Like, that is a rarity when you run across some fragrances that have you like, man, this is refreshing. Like, this ain't even, I'm not even trying to have one of them over the top beast mode, one of them extra hyped out fragrances. Like, this is one of those subtle, beautiful, elegant fragrances. And I'm loving it already. I've had this thing on for a good 5 hours right now, and it's still projecting. It's still on me. I can smell it. It's not, aggressive. It's not, all in the room with you like that. No, it's one of them fragrances that just sit right next to you and be patient and quiet. It's just one of them. It's calm. It's the one that everybody overlooked. Nobody is paying attention to it, but you get that little kick and let you know it's there. You still here? Yep, I'm still here, buddy. I ain't going nowhere. And that's what I love about this fragrance. Michael Malul tend to have these fragrances that, and I don't think Buddy even go for like the over the top fragrances. I don't even think that's Buddy. Like, I try to do that. I try to look at fragrance houses and see, what direction and what's their angle with their fragrances. Because a lot of the times you can kind of gauge that with how you want to represent yourself, and smell. So I kind of like try to gauge that. Even with the other fragrances that I have from Michael Malul, I got 593 Bali. You can see I'm already putting my foot in that. And I just got this thing. But I'm putting my foot in it already. Like, it's that. And then I got Jet Black Horizon. If you can see it. Jet Black Horizon. So I'm already, putting my foot in there, but that's how, for some reason, that's how they building their fragrances. They building their fragrances to represent on a subtle level, but still noticeable. Still noticeable, like, it's there. I'm 5 hours in. But I'm going to go ahead, put it in the air, put it on the testing script, and put it on skin, and we're going to walk through this thing. Very aromatic. Freshy, a little spice. It definitely got a little spice in the beginning and the opening. It's definitely got that little kick to it. Citrusy. I will give you that. Citrusy. You get that in the gate. You get the spicy and citrusy right up front. That's gonna be like the main thing that you get, but it's light. It's not like heavy. It's not heavy at all. You're gonna get it and it's gonna be noticeable, but it's light. It's not intrusive. It's not disrespectful. It's not kind of harsh to your nose. This is not one of those fragrances. You jump into a little more of the herbal and the musk a little bit as it, you know, kind of transition. And the transition is very, very smooth. Like it's a smooth transition. It's not hard. And to be, you know, to be a little honest, I'm kind of wondering why these fragrances are not more than what they cost. This one, you know, I seen it, you know, up to maybe $135. At the store that I went to, it was $115. I'm a regular in the store. I frequent this store a lot. So me and Buddy, we going back and forth. You know, we fragrance talking in there. Nah, I can't give you that. Not for that. No, you got to do something better than that. I just was here last weekend. I just grabbed, you know, so I'm always in there talking. And a lot of the times they basically they want to make that sale, so they're going to drop their price. You know, you just got to be willing to go in there and, no, I can't. You can't do no lower than that. And when they give you that, well, I can go down to maybe 105. You start looking at something else. You come back a little bit, well, how much is this? I want that, but, you know, I really want that. You know, you can't go. So I wound up getting this down to 95 flat. No tax, no nothing. 95 flat. You can't go to 95. I'm done. I'm tapping out. I'm spending money in here. I'm not gonna give you no more than that. So I got them down to 95. I think I got this one down to 90. This one was 90 as well. And they were up 120, 125. It's just, you know, when you get into fragrances and you into fragrances, you gotta go in that thing with a plan. You gotta have a strategy. You gotta walk up in there. I'm not taking no for an answer. 95 and hit the gavel. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta go in there and you in boss mode. You know, once you start telling them people what you want and you know what's online and how cheap it is online, well, I just go ahead and order it offline and save about $75. Then people are gonna be like, man, and there's this at this time right now, it be dry in them fragrance stores. You might be the only person in there. They gonna make that deal because ain't nobody else in there. They gonna hurry up and run to the kid. They beat me at the cash. You up at the cash register. They did already to run you up. Like, man, you know, but we're gonna jump back into this nice little spray down. Atomizer, decent. Nice spray on it. Decent. Fragrance don't change a bit from the air. Not gonna lie, don't change a bit. Steady is retaining, maintaining, obtaining, any taining you want to add to it, it's still holding that in there. Great fragrance, and that just tells you about the body of the fragrance. Like some fragrances you put in the air, then you dump them on a stick, and it's changing, you know, all three from the air to the testing strip to your skin, and it's changing, and you don't know what the hell you got, you know, by the time it get on your skin. It's something totally different from what you smelled in the store, but it's maintaining its body, it's maintaining its DNA, it's shining. And I don't know, I never smelled On the Beach by Louis Vuitton. See a ton of reviews about it though. And they got all high remarks. If this smell like that, you know, at this price, I done came up. 95 bucks, in comparison to 400 some bucks, yeah, I done came up. So I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for that. You know, I'm grateful. Now, as this dry down, I got at least 2 more fragrances from this house that I really gotta lock in and kind of solidify with what I like from this house. 2 more fragrances, and then I'm moving on to something else. Michael Malul never disappoint me when I get my nose on, you know, fragrances that I like, of course, and, you know, purchase what I like. That's not to say all of them is fire, because I ran across some that just wasn't getting it. Like, no, I'm not even interested in that at all. You know, I'm good on that. But when I do find those ones that I like from his house, they be absolute banging. Like, I really be loving them. And it'd be hard for me to kind of like rotate them out and start weighing something else, because I be reaching for them, you know, too often than not. Like, it'd be so hard. I be having to force myself to bypass them because, you know, I'm gonna put them on. This is, I keep showing you, but this is a relatively new fragrance. Like, I'm digging this boy, man. And then this the season for it. This summer I probably need another bottle before the summer out. But, you know, anyway, from the air, testing strip to skin, still the same. Still the same. Now it's just on skin. It's intensified. It's intensified. Everything that you smelled in the air and on the testing strip is 5 times stronger on skin. So it's bringing all those notes out. You definitely getting your spicy citrus, woody aspect of it. You get a little green in there. Not so much as a musky, but you do got a little musk in there. It's just, man, it's an all around fragrance that is beautiful, and I'm loving it because it's not overpowering. It's one of them fragrances that you definitely gonna be in there, and you know they gonna smell you, and it's something different. I haven't seen too many videos about this particular fragrance. However, there are some that are highly spoken about from Michael Malul. I try to stay away from those because, again, your boy don't want to smell like everybody else. I got a ton of Lattafa fragrances, so I know, you know, them Lattafas is everywhere, and you know everybody is damn near they're Burlingtons. So any and everybody can rock them, but they're good fragrances that I had to have in my collection, and for the price point that I got them at, I don't have a problem with wearing them and, you know, and rocking out with them. When I start spending anything over $100, I'm trying to get something that smells different. I'm trying to step outside of, you know, the norm. Beautiful fragrance. I love it so far. I'm 5 hours in, and we'll see, you know, where it go from there. And I'm content with 5 hours. I'm not gonna lie. I'm content with 5 hours. I'm not one of them people that tell you that a fragrance gotta last me for 6 months on my skin. Nah, I don't care nothing about that. Man, you gonna get 16 hours out this fragrance. I'm telling you, you gonna have to stand out a fire hydrant and wash yourself there. Nah, I don't want that. I don't want that. I'm good with 5+ hours on the fragrance. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Can't complain. But I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna get up out of here. man, please like, subscribe if you're not subscribed, share. Somebody that, you know, talk fragrances with you or, you know, interested in fragrances. And jump in the comment. If you got any Michael Maluls that, you know, I'm not posting or your boy might not even be aware of it, put your boy on. That's about it. I'm going to get up out of here. I ain't going to hold y'all too long. Man, it's always a pleasure. You know, I'm always down to, you know, chop it up and rotate with y'all about these fragrances. I'm out of here. Peace.